can't beat a bathe in the lake. Not that I have a choice. Virtual Daggerwin has been tampering with my water supply, so I can't have a bath inside. I think he's been trying to secretly steal my supply and redirect it to his hut. Hello everybody and welcome back to Survival Challenge. So we are going to continue with the potato harvesting today. It would be so nice to have a self-propelled harvester which does everything in one go. So it tops the crop, it lifts them and then it puts them into a hopper. But yes, we currently have to use the topper, then we have to use the lifter which just lifts them and puts them on the surface, and then we have to collect them. So it is a very slow way of doing it, but this is the last time we're doing potatoes, so it's not a major problem, but it will still take a long time, so we're going to spread it over a few episodes. There's no way we can do it all today. Also, the production does not require so many potatoes in one go. It might even still be working its way through the previous load of potatoes. I really should check. Right, let's just put this baler here. I suppose the front loader should find a new home. It's currently there in Bay 1. But for now, let us lift. Now I suppose it would also make sense to change the wheels for row crops. We don't have crop destruction though, although I am very tempted to do this. Yes, I will see you over at the store. Here we are at the store. Hopefully we can actually put narrow tyres on after all of this. It would be just my luck actually if you can't. They're narrow. They still look quite wide. Maybe if we go for a different brand. Let's see here. Yeah, they're still quite wide. Well, those Continentals are probably the narrowest that I've seen, so we will indeed go with that. Oh, I need to make sure we haven't just reset the configuration. Oh, it has, joy. I don't know why it does that every time. It always removes my front linkage. I always get so confused with these two. It's not that one, it's this one that we want to have with the front linkage. So there we go. Oh, did it still have the narrow tyres? Yes, it did. Okay, good. Good. Right, so we can now head back. Looking at the width of these tyres, maybe it wasn't worth it, but at least we know that we're doing the right thing. If we still had those wider tyres on, we would be crushing so many crops unnecessarily. Back with the potato lifter. Let's go over here. Now, we probably could have... Well, actually, we couldn't have done. We don't have enough money, but we might have been able to, at some point, get the trailed harvester, which at least would have lifted and collected. But it would have been quite an expense. Would it have been worth it? I don't know. Even if we resold it, it would have been probably half what we paid for it. Because it's not cheap. It's still pretty expensive. And as we do only have this, I still think this was the best option, going for this approach. So, yeah, how was I doing? I think actually before I was putting two into one, so if we start on this side, then we can sort of make a windrow from two passes. Turn those beacons off. And no, we can't really go straight because they weren't planted straight. So we'll go down here. I suppose I could just take that triangle off. Also, when we harvested the other potato field, because of this approach, because it's putting the potatoes on top of some other potato plants, yes, it's covering those over, so we have to sort of go over the windrow. It's not ideal at all. There will still be some potatoes left in the ground, but we'll have enough. And let's just quickly check up on the production. Okay, so potatoes, 11,678 litres. So it's reducing, but we do still have some, and we probably should be selling some other products. Anyway, I will continue, and we'll just have to see how it goes. Putting the next load over the top of this load. I've just increased the speed a bit. This is going to be a big job. So, yeah, now we can spin round and we can see how effectively this is going to work. I know it's not ideal, it's not the way we should be doing it, but it's the way I did it before and it works. It was good enough. So if I go to about here, as mentioned, there is a row of potatoes underneath the pile of potatoes, but it's not significant enough in this game for it to be a problem. In real life, yeah, that would be very costly. making a fairly neat windrow, so it's certainly good enough. Oh, that's weird. It made a load appear. They're appearing in stages. There is sort of half a windrow there. Like it didn't appear properly. Anyway, yeah, I'll continue. We'll get as much done here as possible, but we're certainly not picking them all up today. Okay, we're almost there, just doing this corner, and then we've got a piece over there to do, but it's actually been a pretty fast job, probably because I do increase the speed that we can do this at, but yeah, it's for the best. It makes it much more enjoyable. So I just need to go, well, probably up this side actually, and then back down the other side, and then we can start to pick some up. As I said, not too many. These can stay here for a while, although we're definitely going to start over on that side because I want to be able to expand that field, the crop that's in that field. This will be one field eventually. And here we go, the final bit. Looks quite neat, probably as neat as I could have done it. If it had been planted in a square, and they'd all been really straight lines, then using GPS would have made an absolutely perfect finish. But yeah, we don't need to be that neat. We just need those potatoes out of the ground. So we can actually now sell the potato equipment. Everything except for the picking up machine, the collector. So that's the planter, the lifter, and the topper. I think to begin with we'll just take the topper and the lifter. The planter's quite big, so that really needs to go on the back. But if we take these two, then that'll be a bit of money back in again. I think we got them fairly cheap, so it's not going to bring in a massive amount of money. Right, so the lifter is about 8,000, and the topper is about 6,800. But still, it's some money back in again. So now we can go and start picking up some of these potatoes, going to collect them all up. We are going to have to use that smaller trailer, which I had to re-buy actually for the previous field, because the bigger trailer was not compatible, it couldn't actually fill it up. And that is really why it takes so long, because we are continuously emptying the trailer. But we'll see how much we can get into each load, so how much of a swath of a windrow we can actually clear. If we can go all the way down and all the way back up again in one trailer load, then that's quite promising. So here is the collector. My trailer must be near the yard, but let's just get this out of here to begin with. I don't think we can use the Marston trailer. I might have tried it before, it's probably the wrong hitch. A steel bar against a glass greenhouse. What could possibly go wrong? There we go. Also, yeah, very pleased with my shed setup. It's going to be so much easier now to create the feed mixtures. Yeah, fairly sure that's the wrong hitch, but I will try it, because I don't know if I did try it. I might have just assumed that it was going to be the wrong hitch. It would be unwise not to give it a go. No. No, it's not going to work. So I'll see you in a second. I'll go and get the trailer. There we go. We're ready to start collecting. So yeah, as we're at the top here, we'll get this first row, but then we'll go for that smaller piece. So let me just remember how to do this. Press B, V, and then, oh yeah, turn the lights off. They're not needed. Yeah, so how long will this take to actually fill? It's going to be interesting to see. I'll try and figure out the best speed to do it at. Probably 14-ish. Seems alright. But no, I don't think we'd be able to get down and up. It is already looking very full. 80%. So it's just down. Okay. And well, obviously in the other direction it's just up. We can get a little bit from here every time. But this was my fear. It's not a big trailer. So, yes, it's going to be... well, we could almost count the number of trips. Probably 2, 4, 6, 8... yeah, 10 or 11, I would have thought. Plus this one. So it is a bit more enclosed than it used to be, but I think the trigger does stick out a bit. Then again, I may be wrong. There we go. Yeah, so it's 8,000 litres, but then the conveyor belt stores a small amount as well. In fact, I say a small amount, it's actually 6% of the overall capacity. There may be another trailer we can use, but this is the only one that I've got which will work with this setup. Okay, right, well that's number 1 done. I'm always going to get into this sticky situation. But let's go and get load number 2. I think we'll do one more today, and then we'll finish off the field next time. In the next episode, we'll not only finish, but we'll also drill that section with whatever I put into the rest of the field. What was it? Soybeans. Yes, soybeans. So instead of having this weird division, the whole field can just be one crop, which in the end will make everything so much easier. And I'm pleased that we're not doing any more potatoes, because I have now made this area fairly inaccessible. It's no longer designed for bringing this in. We'd have to take the trailer off and then bring that in separately, which of course would make everything much slower. Okay, yeah, let's just go and tidy up that last piece. Once I have delivered these, we'll have a look and see what our total is. Yeah, it's a bit too fast. And you can see where the windrows were, because we still have loads of potatoes in the ground. And I suppose if we were being super thorough, I should go back over those places and harvest them for a second time, but we just don't need to. Our time would be better spent with other crops. Okay, that's almost a full trailer. I know we do have a small piece down here that's been missed. Just get this piece. Hunting around for the odd bit to get it to 100%. That should do, yep, that's 100%. Good. So that's what we have left. Not many at all, not many rows. So we can get that finished off nicely tomorrow. So once we've done this, as I said, we'll check up on the production itself, see how it's doing. Then we need to check up on the cows, and all the other productions need to be checked up on too. These greenhouses probably don't have much water left either. They do have some. I can see they're still growing, but Yeah, they've not been looked at for quite some time. So there we go. 8,500 litres going in. Vegetable fat is running out of space. We've seen that before. It's because it's being used, but the actual storage capacity for it is full. So every time a bit gets used, a bit more will be produced. But that is 53,752 litres of potatoes. So it is slowly filling up. They're being turned into premium potatoes, which we're still running. Yeah, deactivate that. That's all looking good. And the trees, they are selling automatically. So they're going to be trickling in money for us. Anyway, yes, they have 6,000 litres of water left. These greenhouses. So they should have some. The cows were looked at quite a bit in the previous episode. So I think the best thing to do is to rest. Then in the morning we can deal with the water in the greenhouse. And also make sure the cows are still really happy. Let's get back into our log cabin. The sheep are fine, as far as I'm aware. I did give them a lot of grass, so I'd be very surprised if they've eaten it all. But we will have a look at them. It would be irresponsible not to. Okay, so there's our water tanker. We'll have to bring that over to the other productions. Actually, while we're at it, the tomato greenhouse may require some. The maple syrup production has had a lot of water delivered recently. Yes, that's fine. Let's just slide these across. No more to spawn. Sheep. Wow, look at all this. Thank you, sheep. You've done a very good job there. Where should I should find a proper place to put these. We should really have a shed for them. Maybe we should have got a spinnery. Then we could have sold fabric. But it's not too late. There's plenty here to be processing. Just not too sure if it would become profitable in the time left that this series is going. I say that because we're doing at least 100 episodes. At the moment I don't know exactly what episode number we're finishing at, but I am going to be doing Survivor Roleplay as well in 2023. Current plans are for around beginning of February, starting that. They may change. Depends on a few different factors. Okay, anyway, yeah, they do have all of this grass, so they're very happy. The water is plumbed in. Look at those trees. They look great. So these two, the tree productions, they will also need a few different things delivering to them. Water is the big thing, although it's looking very good actually. If we have any more manure, we should bring that across. We can put it in a trailer, which would definitely speed things up. But really, it doesn't need a lot of attention. As for these greenhouses, yeah, they've used another 1,000 litres. So yeah, we just need to grab that water tanker. Something else that I'd like to do in the next episode is harvest that field there, because it has been a long time actually since that ripened. We certainly should be giving it some attention. Also, these time-lapse videos that I'm putting out now at weekends, I think a few people thought that I was doing that instead of doing narrated videos. These are in addition to, and they will never replace my narrated series. I like doing narrated videos. There are quite a lot of people who do enjoy the time-lapse videos more, and well, some people like both. So please, if you just don't like time-lapse videos, don't just click on the video, hit dislike and then walk away, because it's pointless. If you don't like time-lapses, just don't watch them. Right, let's get some water. 15,000 litres. At some point, we'll also get the olive and grape greenhouse going again. But I don't want to do that continuously, because not only is it a lot of work, but also it's a risk of ruining the series, because it's good, it's very good in fact, but it's a bit too good. We don't want to get so much money that it's just super easy. So first stop is this greenhouse here. We're going to do everything, because then we don't have to come back to them at a later date. Well, we do, but obviously not quite as quickly. I'd rather just fill them all to the top instead of doing a little bit every time. it only took, what was that, 22%, so it's not really significant. Those ones triggers are over the other side actually. We'll do the maple syrup. Mainly because I don't think it's going to take much at all. Although more than expected. Wow. Well, it's a good job I checked. We still have over half a tanker though. Hello sheep. Just turning around over here. Yes, not the best place to store those. They do need to be sold. These are a bit harder to get into. Probably because I put them so close together. There we go. And I get a full load for the other two. Expert parking. Right, so we're left with a third. Pretty good, really. I think as well, actually, the cows, they are going to need the milk pumping out to be sold. Oh yes, I keep forgetting about this tractor's brakes. They're not the most effective. These will probably take 50% each. Not that we have a water shortage though. Doesn't matter if we have to fill up again. Okay, 50%. More than 50%. Quite a lot. Well, they have been going for a long time actually without any help. I've not been topping them up. A full load, wow. Okay, well that was unexpected. Yeah, it looks like they do have a capacity of probably 20,000 litres. We're getting there. 19 and 20. There we go. I think I was actually putting it into the back, the further away greenhouse, despite being next to that one. But they're now both full, with just 1% left. So they almost took 2 full loads. Okay. We might be using this for milk, but let's just quickly see exactly what the situation is with the cows. If we just go on to the cow menu. Yeah, milk is at 18,000, so there is lots of space to store more, but we really shouldn't let it get to the top. Food is fine, so really, that's all good. We're gonna have to start using slurry. The manure is going to be for the trees, so yes, if we can get a slurry spreader, that would be good. We've got some weeds in here. I think we'll just spray them off, so we'll let them grow a bit. That doesn't matter. Yeah, so manure. I'm going to grab a trailer. Probably the Marston trailer. It's out here looking neglected anyway, so it needs to be brought back. Although it probably doesn't really want to be brought back to be filled with poop. Still, it's a rewarding job. It's fertilizer for the trees. Last time I loaded it with the telehandler, but I'm told that you can just fill it directly, so we might as well. I wonder how much we have in here. Will it be a full trailer load? I'm going to say yes. It is. I know we can see how much slurry we have, but I don't think we can see how much manure we have. No. We might be back for a second load, although those 2 greenhouses for trees are still quite full. We've got some products there. Really should sell them. Push them all into the trigger. And that's a nice little bonus. It's all indirectly money from our potatoes, so they don't seem very good when you're just selling potatoes, but when you're making products out of them, it changes everything. Yeah, you can already see it all. There's a lot of manure in there. So this one, to begin with, see how much we can get out of here. Maybe 4%? Let's go with 4. Will it still be showing 96? Oh, it's more than 4. Oh, impressive. 18%. This one might have used even more. See how much this one's taking. Yeah, again, taking quite a bit. Okay, so that one took 19%. Let's take it back over to the cow farm. I'm going to fill it up. I think we are just using the 2 dolly trailers for harvesting now, so this one can be used for manure. But it's good to see that the cows are being very productive and they don't really need much attention. Parker just over here. So we'll be using that New Holland tomorrow, finishing off the field. Yeah, that's taken another full load there. Well, we've managed to top it up. I did notice another paprika pallet just over here, so we'll get this transferred and sold. But it's good to see as well that we're not really low in the bank account. We should have 40,000 once we've sold this. Just grab it and take it over here. There we go. 2,573 plus 258. Very good. And now that we have more potatoes, we're going to be doing fine. Actually, does it take water? Does this? It does take water. How's it doing for water? Ah, 6275. I will quickly top that up with water. It's going to be essential. Okay, there we go. So that's going to be enough. 81,000 litres in total. It's only consuming a small amount anyway. So we'll leave it here. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the episode. And until tomorrow, see you again soon. Bye for now.